Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I am your host, Ginny. Today, we're diving into some exciting news from the financial markets. Chinese stocks are climbing, marking their biggest gain in over a week. This surge is fueled by hopes that Beijing will roll out new stimulus measures to counteract the ongoing trade tensions with the US. Tech giants, especially those involved with AI chips and high-end processors, led the rally, giving investors a reason to be optimistic about the economy. Still, some sectors like property and traditional Baijiu brands saw a slight dip amid cautious government signals. Moving over to the world of fashion and luxury, Gucci is celebrating its rich heritage with a stunning silk scarf collection, featuring Julia Garner in a cityscape shoot. The brand has invited 9 international artists to reinterpret their classic motifs, blending art, pop culture, and fashion into a contemporary masterpiece. This project not only honors Gucci's legacy but also highlights their innovative spirit, with the limited edition book adding a cultural layer to this silk renaissance. Lastly, in Hong Kong's cultural scene, the classical music industry faces some hurdles. Many international stars are skipping Hong Kong for nearby Chinese cities like Shenzhen and Macau, thanks to better venues and funding. The city's Seoul Concert Hall struggles to compete, risking its status as a premier classical destination. Experts suggest that building a modern, world-class concert hall could help Hong Kong regain its shine, but for now, the scene remains highly competitive. Please continue to watch for more details. South China Morning Post reports that Chinese stocks experienced their largest gains in over a week, buoyed by investor optimism that Beijing will introduce stimulus measures to counteract the economic drag caused by the ongoing US trade war. The CSI 300 index surged by 0.4%, driven predominantly by technology giants such as Cambricon Technologies and Hygon Information Technology, which saw significant increases due to hopes of increased government spending. Meanwhile, other sectors like electric vehicle batteries and luxury spirits also saw modest rises, reflecting a broad market rally. Despite the positive momentum, China's central bank maintained its loan prime rates, signaling caution over currency stability and interest margins. Experts anticipate that the government will accelerate bond issuance and infrastructure spending in the coming months, aiming to bolster the economy amid trade tensions and global uncertainties. South China Morning Post also highlights Gucci's celebration of its silk heritage with the Art of Silk project, a tribute to the Maison's storied craftsmanship and innovative spirit. Julia Garner stars in a luminous campaign shot by Steven Meisel, embodying the elegance and fluidity of silk against a nocturnal cityscape backdrop. The project revives Gucci's historic silk motifs, like the iconic flora pattern created in 1966 by Vittorio Acquarnero, which has adorned princesses and celebrities alike. To honor its enduring legacy, Gucci has invited 9 international artists, such as Robert Barry and Inji Seo, to reinterpret 5 classic scarf themes, blending high fashion with contemporary art. The accompanying book, Gucci, The Art of Silk, offers a deep dive into the cultural significance and evolution of these luxurious accessories, with the Hong Kong Canton Road boutique among a select few worldwide showcasing this extraordinary collection. Finally, South China Morning Post reports on Cartier's latest innovations unveiled at Watches and Wonders 2025, demonstrating the Maison's mastery in reimagining its iconic timepieces. The legendary tank collection received a significant update with the introduction of the larger tank Louis Cartier, featuring a refined 38.1mm case powered by a new in-house automatic movement, blending timeless design with modern precision. The historic tank aux guichets, known for its Art Deco elegance and asymmetric windows, now boasts a new hand-wound caliber with jumping hours and dragging minutes, available in luxurious materials like gold and platinum. Cartier also expanded its jewelry watch offerings with the Panthère de Cartier, a sculptural piece that fuses jewelry craftsmanship with horology, and the Tressage collection, which transforms intricate gold and diamond braiding into striking cuff watches. These innovations exemplify Cartier's relentless pursuit of elegance, craftsmanship, and artistic expression, cementing its position at the forefront of luxury watchmaking. Watches and Wonders 2025 showcased IWC Schaffhausen's latest horological innovations, emphasizing their rich heritage and modern design evolution. The Swiss luxury brand revitalized its iconic Ingenieur series, first launched in the 1950s and famously redesigned by Gerald Ginta in the 70s, with the Ingenieur Automatic 40. This year, the collection expanded to include the sleek Ingenieur Automatic 35, a slim-profile watch measuring just 35 mm, crafted in luxurious gold and robust black ceramic variants, and a new Ingenieur Perpetual Calendar 41. These models exemplify the brand's signature features, such as the integrated bracelet, bezel screws, and grid-pattern dial, blending timeless elegance with contemporary craftsmanship. Meanwhile, the Pilot's Watch collection received a dynamic update inspired by the upcoming Brad Pitt starring F1 film, introducing 4 new models in striking black, gold, and white, including the high-tech date month with a Ceratanium case and the performance chronograph in 18K gold, all reflecting the adrenaline-fueled aesthetic of motorsport and the film's fictional Apex Grand Prix team. Additional releases like the Pilot's Watch Automatic 41 Top Gun Lake Tahoe and the Big Pilot's Watch Tourbillon Skeleton XPL further underscore IWC's commitment to blending technical prowess with bold design statements. The South China Morning Post detailed the intense political discourse surrounding Hong Kong's 2025 budget, revealing a city grappling with austerity and public discontent. During the Legislative Council's debate, lawmakers vocally criticized the government's reluctance to cut costs equitably, highlighting the disparity between officials' salaries and the slashed social programs that support Hong Kong's vulnerable populations. Legislators accused the government of prioritizing its own interests while neglecting grassroots concerns, such as the controversial removal of the 2,500 Hong Kong dollars student grant and the reduction of welfare services, which many viewed as a betrayal of the city's social contract. Prominent figures like Junius Ho and Reverend Peter Douglas Kuhn voiced their frustration, emphasizing the need for shared sacrifice and genuine engagement with the community's hardships. The criticism extended even to pro-establishment lawmakers, signaling a growing disconnect between the government's policies and public sentiment, especially as the city faces an election year. This outpouring of dissent underscores the importance of listening to the people's voices and maintaining trust in governance amid economic challenges. The South China Morning Post also reported on CEC's strategic move to shorten its stock trading settlement cycle from T+2 to T+1, a reform widely supported by industry professionals eager to boost Hong Kong's competitiveness. As global markets in the US, Canada, and Europe shift toward faster settlement times, Hong Kong aims to align with these international standards, enhancing liquidity, reducing risks, and attracting more foreign listings. Industry leaders like Sally Wong and veteran broker Christopher Chung welcomed the initiative, emphasizing that technological advancements make faster settlement feasible and beneficial for investors. The exchange plans to publish a white paper in mid-2025 to engage stakeholders and ensure a smooth transition, with the potential to significantly improve market efficiency and facilitate the listing of mainland Chinese companies in Hong Kong, especially amid geopolitical tensions and possible U.S. delistings. This move signals Hong Kong's ambition to strengthen its position as a premier global financial hub, leveraging technological innovation and regulatory reform to sustain growth and resilience in a rapidly evolving landscape. According to the South China Morning Post, Hong Kong is experiencing a concerning rise in invasive meningococcal infections, with 5 cases reported in the first 4 months of 2025, matching the total for the previous year. This bacterial disease, which can cause severe symptoms like high fever, stiff neck, and even death, is primarily transmitted through respiratory droplets and contact. Dr. Mike Kwan Yat-Hua emphasizes the urgent need for increased public awareness and proactive health measures, including vaccination, especially for travelers to endemic regions such as the UK, the US, and Australia. While Hong Kong currently does not include meningococcal vaccines in its routine childhood immunization schedule, experts advocate for targeted vaccination among travelers and at-risk populations, citing successful programs in other countries that have significantly reduced the disease's incidence. The South China Morning Post also narrates the historic exhibition of China's Terracotta Army in Hong Kong in 1978, a cultural event that drew record-breaking crowds and showcased the grandeur of ancient Chinese civilization. The exhibition featured rare artifacts, including bronze vessels from the Shang dynasty and life-sized pottery warriors from the Qin dynasty, some of which had never been displayed outside China. The display, held at the Chinese Export Commodities Exhibition Hall, highlighted China's rich archaeological heritage, with the famous warrior statues from the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang capturing the imagination of visitors. Over a 48-day period, more than 258,000 people visited the exhibition, underscoring Hong Kong's role as a vibrant cultural hub for Chinese history and archaeology. In the realm of classical music, the South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is increasingly overshadowed by nearby Chinese cities like Macau, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou in hosting international performances. Despite hosting renowned artists such as Andrea Bocelli and attracting a significant local audience, Hong Kong's limited and aging concert hall infrastructure hampers its ability to compete globally. Many top performers prefer venues in mainland China and Macau, which benefit from more flexible funding and fewer bureaucratic hurdles, including easier access for international artists and broader touring opportunities. Experts suggest that building a modern, world-class concert hall and enhancing the city's cultural infrastructure are essential for Hong Kong to reclaim its status as a premier destination for classical music, ensuring it remains an attractive hub for international artists and audiences alike. The South China Morning Post highlights the evolving geopolitical landscape in Hong Kong, as decoupling between China and the US could reshape global markets. The possibility of US delisting Chinese companies and a potential economic divorce could lead to massive sell-offs, totaling up to $2.5 trillion in equities and bonds. Hong Kong stands to benefit as Chinese firms seek to relist locally to hedge against US market volatility, with its IPO market now the fourth largest worldwide. This scenario underscores Hong Kong's strategic importance, offering a haven for Chinese companies amid escalating trade tensions, even as investor confidence remains shaken. The article suggests that crises often unveil opportunities, and Hong Kong's robust IPO environment could serve as a vital platform for Chinese firms seeking stability and growth in uncertain times. The SCMP opinion piece on Donald Trump's confrontational stance with Harvard and broader U.S. immigration policies paints a picture of increasing uncertainty for international students, especially from China and India. Trump's moves to cut funding, revoke visas, and demand compliance with federal mandates have created a climate of anxiety among students and parents, threatening the U.S.'s reputation as a global educational hub. The decline in Chinese student numbers, down 4% last year, reflects a broader shift that could reshape international education patterns. The article emphasizes that these policies risk undermining U.S. soft power, as other nations open their doors wider to Chinese talent, highlighting the interconnectedness of education, diplomacy, and economic influence in the U.S.-China relationship. In an insightful interview, Beijing advisor Yan Anlin discusses the complex path toward Taiwan's reunification, emphasizing that while there is no fixed timetable, time and the shifting balance of power favor reunification in the long run. Yan stresses that peaceful reunification remains the primary goal, but warns that extreme pro-independence actions by Taiwan's leadership, like Lai Ching-te's recent strategies, could push the situation toward conflict. He notes that Beijing perceives Taiwan's resistance and external interference as major obstacles, with military exercises serving as deterrence rather than escalation. Yan advocates for continued peaceful development and emphasizes that reunification, whether through negotiations or eventual force, would likely result in Taiwan becoming a special administrative region, with a governance model more flexible than Hong Kong's. His insights reflect Beijing's cautious yet determined approach, emphasizing strength, patience, and strategic engagement to achieve national reunification. South China Morning Post highlights the remarkable journeys of Vine's early stars, illustrating how these 6-second video creators transformed fleeting internet fame into diverse, successful careers. Lele Pons, who gained fame for her humorous, carefree videos, has expanded into music, hosting her own YouTube series, and fashion collaborations, all while sharing her personal life with her husband, Puerto Rican rapper Guayna. Meanwhile, King Bach, once the most followed on Vine with over 16 million followers, leveraged his popularity into acting roles in shows like The Walking Dead and signing with major talent agencies, illustrating a seamless transition from viral videos to mainstream entertainment. Nash Greer, known for his playful videos with friends and family, has diversified into film, fashion, and fatherhood, while Cameron Dallas, one of Vine's earliest stars, faced personal struggles but ultimately reinvented himself as a co-founder of the platform Fanfix, amassing a net worth of approximately $4 million. Shawn Mendes, whose musical Vine clips catapulted him into global stardom, now performs on major stages, collaborates with top artists like Camila Cabello, and maintains a significant presence in the music industry, demonstrating how short-form content can serve as a launchpad for enduring fame. The South China Morning Post also describes the current state of Hong Kong lacrosse, where the local teams faced setbacks at the Lacrosse Open, losing in both men's and women's finals to stronger opponents like second-era leaders of lacrosse, SEL, and Shenzhen Lacrosse Development Ltd., SLDL. Despite the defeats, players and coaches remain optimistic, citing strong teamwork and promising youth development. The tournament showcased the sport's growing popularity, especially with the inclusion of the six-a-side format, which is poised to become the standard at the 2028 Olympics. This format's appeal lies in its minimal equipment requirements, faster pace, and simplified rules, making lacrosse more accessible to new nations and fans. Hong Kong's teams are already ranked among the world's top, and the emphasis on youth participation hints at a bright future for the sport's global expansion, with the new format serving as a strategic tool to foster international growth and engagement. In the realm of military strategy, the South China Morning Post reports on surprising joint sea drills conducted by the Chinese PLA, involving helicopter units from the 81st Group Army, which are primarily infantry-based, operating in a naval environment. These exercises, emphasizing low-level sea-skimming flights and complex coordination across branches, signal a shift towards more integrated and versatile combat capabilities aimed at Taiwan. Experts note that such drills reflect an evolving strategy that extends beyond traditional land-based operations, incorporating live-fire exercises and multi-domain cooperation to prepare for potential conflicts. The diverse fleet of helicopters, including attack models like the WZ-10 and WZ-19, as well as transport and anti-submarine aircraft, demonstrates the PLA's increasing operational sophistication, with a focus on joint, full-terrain operations that could be crucial in future confrontations involving Taiwan. This heightened training intensity and strategic diversification underscore China's efforts to project power and readiness in the region, signaling a significant evolution in its military posture. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. we encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Like a river starts to rise and sometimes shiver. Economy goes up and down. In this game we wear the crown.